Hi, and welcome to the library's tutorial on evaluating information. This video uses the ACORN acronym to get you to think about the sources that you are reviewing and whether or not they are appropriate. When looking at what you should use for academic or professional work, it's essential that you locate and use the best evidence to learn about the topic, so that the views you express in your writing are well informed, stand up to questioning, and will be accepted by your readers. You should think critically about which sources to use. There are millions of sources of information available in many forms, but not all are suitable for academic work. For example, a medical researcher would not use information or opinions from a populist magazine in determining health procedures. Instead, they would look for data, reports, and comments from qualified practitioners. In all your work, you should try to locate information that has academic credibility. In many subjects, academic sources such as books, journal articles, and conference papers available from the library will be peer-reviewed, sometimes referred to as scholarly. This means that they are written by experts in their subject and reviewed by several other experts to ensure quality and accuracy before the material is published. They are often a really good place to start. So let's think about that acronym ACORN. A is for accurate. Look for information that is accurate. Is it evidenced by references that substantiate the author's findings or opinions? Look at the citation paths, for example. Does it include evidence that can be corroborated elsewhere? All peer-reviewed articles, there's a filter on Holly for this, will have a reference to show you where the authors obtain their evidence. Other sources such as lecture notes, organisation web pages, government publications, legal material, and professional reports will usually be more reliable if they have cited sources. If a written or online source does not have a reference, think carefully before using it in academic work. There may be instances such as professional or trade magazines and newspapers where the absence of references is acceptable, but try to cross-reference information from these sources with others to check their reliability. Always ask yourself, is this fact or opinion? Let's move on to C. C is for current. When was it published or updated? Some historic texts will still have relevance, either in terms of setting the context of your work or simply because their ideas or findings are seminal and still as important today. The date, therefore, isn't a deal breaker, but you need to be aware if the information has been superseded by more research. A good way to do this is to check the citation paths to see who has since published work that references it, and are they in support or have they debunked the findings? You can also stay current by signing up to free alerts on most database searches. See the library for more information on this. O is for objectives. Think about why the author created it, what their intended purpose was. Some writers will want to inform us with facts and evidence, some to entertain, others to broadcast their opinions and persuade you to follow them, or to sell you a product even. Is the information balanced, avoiding bias, and informing you of different opinions, even if these disagree with the author's views? Check for fake news by making sure that you are able to find additional, credible information that supports it. R is for relevant. Is the information relevant to your research topic? For example, ensure that legal sources found online apply to the country you are writing about. Don't assume that a marketing strategy for one social group will work for everyone. Make sure that the methodology they have used has comparable features with the points you are making. Look at sample size, for example. And if it's not relevant, bin it. And finally, N is for named. You really should only reference work that has a named author. That way you can look up the named organisation or author and check for their authority to write or speak on the subject. Look for things such as the author's experience, where they work, and their scholarly or professional qualifications. Find out if the organisation has a vested interest that may look like bias, or if they are a reputable source. When using the internet, look out for web pages that have .ac, .edu or .gov, as these will be from academic or government organisations and therefore a more credible source of information. So remember ACORN as a symbol for academic integrity. A strong oak tree grows from an acorn. If you use reliable sources as evidence, your work will have firm foundations too. Remember to come to the library if you want any follow-up on this or any help with anything else. We're always here to help you, so just get in touch. See you soon.